I'm going to show you the super easy eye look, and this eyeshadow technique that I'm going to show you can be used with any 4 eyeshadow colors. So if you love eyeshadow, if you're scared of eyeshadow, if you own 4 shades of eyeshadow, you can do this technique. I'm going to use 2 different brushes to do this technique. This is, and you're going to see me use this quite a lot throughout this tutorial, this is a color switch. It basically just pulls off all of the color from a brush that you don't have to go through the steps of cleaning it every single time, right? You do some eyeshadow, you clean it off. This sponge pulls off all the powder. So I'm just cleaning off these 2 brushes. I'm using a short, stiff brush and a little bit fluffier, stiff brush. They're very similar, but they can do different things, which is great. But so anything that kind of looks like this will be your best friend. If you don't have these, they're pretty easy to find. Okay, so we're gonna use these 4 colors today. I have a gold, like a gold shimmer. I have a very, very light shimmer. I have a dark burgundy, and I have like a bright orange. Don't be scared of the colors, okay? So I'm gonna go in with my fluffier brush first, and I'm going into the gold first, okay? Don't get scared. Don't get scared. So the way you're gonna do this, and again, this is true for any eyeshadow. Any 4 colors of eyeshadow, you can use this technique. You're going to use your lighter color, the color that you're using the most of, across your entire lid. The whole lid. The whole thing, all right? Like that. Boop, boop, boop. Look, see? And you're going to see how pretty each of these colors are individually of each other. Let me see if this will work. There we go. So let me do the other eye. And again, with like a shimmer color, you don't want to like move it around too much, but since this is our lid color, our full lid color, we're going a little bit to town. And that's why we're using the bigger brush, because it will put the color all over, right? Like that. So that's step number 1. You've done step number 1. Step number 2, clean your brush, because we're going to go in with that same brush. So clean your brush. All right, step number 2 is the next color, that orange. This one is called Lively. If you visit my site and are looking at my pressed shadows, this was Alive is the gold one, and this one is Lively. So a little bit on your brush. We're going to do a windshield wiper effect right above and in the ocular bone. So the ocular bone is like kind of where your eye socket is. And that's where you want to find. So some people have a larger eyelid, like I have a larger eyelid. Some people aren't going to have this high of a canvas to work with. So you just got to find your ocular bone and figure it out for your eyeballs. But this is the look you're going for, like above that gold in your crease, right, with the orange. Pretty, right? And not a whole lot of powder, not a whole lot of color is going here. This is to kind of create a sunset type of effect. This is to kind of blend out that bright gold that we put all over our lid. And again, this can be done with any 4 eyeshadow colors. You just want to use a lighter color, and then I feel like I need more gold on this side. You want to use a lighter color and then a darker color. That's all. That's all she wrote. Very simple to do, right? Okay, next, clean your brush, because we're going to need to use this brush to blend things together in a second. So clean it off, clean it off, clean it off. Now grab your other brush. I already cleaned this, so I don't have to clean it. I'm going to go in with the next color, the darkest color that I'm using, right? So we go from light, medium to dark, dip it in there, and now you're going to do this V type of situation. Everybody always gets scared about the V, okay? Look, because this is a short, stiff brush, it's making it very easy for me to literally put color right in my crease and then right at the base of my lash line there. That's what you're doing. That's the V. That's the whole idea with the V, right? If you were doing some sort of a cat eye look, you could bring this up a little bit higher and create that kind of an effect. Now I'm just going to let it sit there for a second. I'm going to do the other side, because that looks crazy. Don't worry, we're going to go back. Put it in, because I kind of want to make sure that they match before I blend. Put it into that V, and then again, if you're going for like the cat eye situation, you just kind of pull that V up a little bit. Okay, so now you look like a crazy person that has potentially a black eye. Cleaning this off really good. Really good. All right? Clean it off. Now grab your other brush that you already had. Give it one extra clean just for good measure. And now you're just pulling that color in and blending it into that orange. And if you've ever seen those like t-shirts or makeup bags, things that say blending is my cardio, this kind of eyeshadow look, this technique is why they make things that say that, because blending, this should literally be a cardio Olympic event. All right, you got to get in there and move that stuff around. Otherwise, you will literally look forever as if you had a black eye. All right, and then if you want, you can bring a little bit of that color down, especially if it starts to smudge a little bit on the outside. This will create a halo effect. It's super fancy. It's super high fashion. Not really. Okay, so like now we're blended, correct? Everyone sees that. I'm going to wipe this off because I don't want to take the blended puddle of color from one eye to the next. So now it's clean. Now we can just move everything that's there. You pull it in, push it down, blend it all together. Make a big old mess, but not really. And then again, you want to pull, especially if there's some extra, pull it down and get rid of any like really saturated color. You just want it to be like this beautiful, a beautiful chaotic mess is what I like to say. Try not to pull too hard on your eye skin. See, now we're blended. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to clean this off again. I'm just going to take a little bit more of the orange and kind of reconstitute that color so that we don't lose it completely. See? It's just like put a little bit more of the orange over top once you're blended, just so you're not completely losing that color, because I like this color. It's very pretty. If you are scared of the orange and you like it without the extra orange, then don't put the extra orange in it. I'm not your mom. Don't listen to me. I'm not your mom. So now, last but not least, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in with that light shimmer color. This is called Optimistic, with that short stubby brush that we used for the darker color. That's why I said clean it off really well. Now we're going to open up the corner of our eyes with this color and take this underneath your eyebrow. And then you want to go back in again, last time's a charm, and just blend that. And that's going to pop open your eye. That's going to pop open. It's going to pop your eyebrow. It's going to give you a whole delicious completed look. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Just like that. And then you just kind of move it around a little bit, just so it sits nicely underneath your eyebrow. Woo! And that's all she wrote. Look at that. Now, if you would rock this, I want to know. Let me know. If you would rock this specific look. If you would prefer, some lighter colors, again, you can use any colors you want. You want a bright highlight color, and then you want a light, a medium, and a dark. That's all you need to achieve this kind of look with any color palette you choose, all right?